Oh, let's get into the unboxing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to do this damn thing.
Alfonso, this is Optimus Prime. Transform and roll out.
What's good, Alfonso Nation? Welcome, one and all. Welcome back. Have a seat. Take a seat. You got snacks? You're gonna need snacks. And if you don't have snacks, get figures. I mean, they're not snacks, but you can treat them. I mean, Soundwave is kind of a snack. Just saying. Welcome, one and all, to another episode of Teletraan Unboxings. Let's go. This is a special one. I think we're on 70. Are we on the 70th episode? Wait a minute. Hang on. Pause. Hold the phone. We are officially at Teletraan Unboxings 70. A nice, solid, crispy, whole number. I've really been contemplating this set. I've been wanting this set. I've been saying, okay, you know what? I'm gonna loosen up a little bit. I'm gonna get some more mainline figures back in my collection. It's not gonna be a lot. It's not gonna be like intrusive or too much, but it's gonna be like a nice, solid little display. I'm gonna loosen up a little bit. I don't have to be so strict on myself. I can still go for my premium for the most part, but also have a nice little mixture of mainline. If you can afford it, if it's in your budget, if it looks good, if it's iconic enough, it's worth doing. This set here is so iconic because the characters are iconic. The 07 film was literally one of the greatest movies of all time ever released in any movie theater, in every cinema of any planet, in any universe, in any multiverse. This movie, the 07 Transformers film, was so iconic, and this is a set that embodies the entire aesthetic of the moment that we have all grown up and enjoyed and love. Is so nostalgic, and that is the arrival to Earth scene. The big bosses coming down from Cybertron to defend this planet. The Autobots, Optimus Prime, Jazz, Ratchet, Ironhide, and your boy Bumblebee kind of had a head start. They were kind of pretty much playing catch up because he was already there with Sam and Michaela. Y'all, it is time for the official Hasbro Studio Series 15th Anniversary Special Transformers 5-pack. What? Excusez-moi? Oh mon dieu, ça c'est très bon. Man, this is so nice. This is so awesome. I mean, Studio Series, all of these figures were done very well, you know, all of their original releases. And if you manage to get your hands on the original ones, you probably already don't even need this. But if you don't have any of these guys, or may have gotten rid of these guys, like somebody I know might have done, I'm not pointing fingers, this is perfect. Before I start, this is not sponsored by anybody. I'm doing this because I love it and because I wanted it. But I did get this set on Amazon.com. I think it is an Amazon exclusive, so I will leave the link in the description box below, Jack, for y'all to check it out. The link below actually is an affiliate link. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so when you click the link and you buy from the link, even if you don't buy this particular set, you are supporting this channel. And if you're already going to buy something on Amazon anyway, click the link first, and that helps support my channel so I can do more videos like this, because this is awesome. I don't have Ironhide. I've never owned Studio Series Ironhide. I don't think I've ever unboxed Studio Series Ironhide. The only time I've ever come across Ironhide that I can remember was when, I think it was back in 2018, when my boy Jason came down and we found Ironhide in a toy hunt, but I allowed him to get it because he had drove 1,500 miles to come to Louisiana and meet me. You know, I gotta give him the priority here. There's that beautiful Ironhide that I was so gonna get, but it's his day, his vacation, bro. No sacrifice, no victory. But he had Ironhide, and I think I bought another character. Might have been like a Megatron, if I remember correctly. But I've never owned Ironhide. I think I might have owned Jazz. I've had Ratchet, I've had Optimus Prime, I've had Bumblebee. But Ironhide is the boy. So a lot of people are getting this set for Ironhide. This set has come with a lot of defects. Like, I guess they're being shipped with some, like, defective figures. There's some, like, QC issues with the official Hasbro figures here. So a lot of people I've been seeing having issues with like their figures in their box. Like, I don't know why, but that's been the case. So I'm really hoping, oh my god, I'm hoping I don't have any bad figures in this set. Let's do this, baby. Let's go. So on the front, you have the absolutely gorgeous Autobot. Just all of the different renders, the character renders, and a lot of these, I think all of these are the ones you get on the original boxes of the Studio Series packaging for the individual characters. So you got Ironhide, Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Ratchet, and Jazz. So a 32 Optimus actually should be able to combine with Jetfire if this is the 32 Pro one. Well, I think they both, the 32 and 44 can combine with Jetfire. On the top, you have Transformers, the title, and then on this side, you have Ironhide, Ratchet, and Jazz on this side. And then we have Optimus Prime and B, the power duo of Transformers. And on the back, ladies and gentlemen, we have all of the characters in the Robot and Alt mode, and they all look phenomenal together. This is obviously going to be mainline quality, not what I'm used to. I like the premium, like, masterpiece and cool stuff, but this is the mainline quality, and for $140, I think it was like 140 bucks that I paid for this. Freaking awesome. So here you go. You got all of them in their respective Robot and Alt modes, and they look great. Optimus Prime comes with double Energon blades, which is okay. I mean, it's kind of a Revenge of the Fallen thing. I would have preferred like one blade and then like one blaster would have been better, because they only use one blade in the movie, and they only really use one blaster, I think, as well. I'm gonna stop talking now and get them open. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. But fate rarely calls upon us at a moment of our choosing. I just don't want any of them to be defective, but I guess we have to find out. Oh god, there we go. The seal has been broken. I mean, I know what they look like because I've owned like 4 of them, but I haven't owned Ironhide, so Ironhide will be new for me. Here we go, here we go! Oh, baby! Oh, dun 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 na 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 do 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 do. Hey, they are looking good. Oh yeah, baby. Oh baby, baby. From a glance, I'm not seeing any problems. I am not seeing any problemos. I actually like how simple they look, actually. It's kind of weird, but I like how simple they look. Okay, so let's take the insert out. Okay, this is the entire thing happening. You got the instructions. One of the heftiest instructions I've ever held. This is how they come. You got Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Ratchet, Jazz, and Ironhide. Man, I got a Studio Series Ironhide, and I didn't pay $10 billion? Let's go! Now, one thing I don't like, that they did the same thing here that they did with MPM Blackout, which I will never be a fan of, and that's like the tape on the plastic for the accessories. Will never ever like that. Look at this, just, I mean, this is, oh wow, that's, yeah, just, oh, what wonderful, yeah, just absolutely horrible. Okay, so I've got all of the accessories out of the packaging. They're looking phenomenal. I'm gonna get to them in a moment. Let's unbox the characters and check them out. Oh boy, he's already my favorite one. I get it now. Now I get why he's so freaking popular and everybody's freaking dying for him. And the joints are nice and solid and tight. Like, what? He feels like a hefty weapon specialist. Oh yeah, baby. That is what I am talking about. But this is awesome. The Autobots have arrived and they are looking phenomenal. So far, not seeing any issues on mine. I mean, you know, obviously I gotta handle them. They are Studio Series Deluxes. B is the most fragile. Jazz is kind of fragile, but he's kind of pretty solid as well. Ratchet, he just got loose legs. Ironhide is the most solid of them all. And Prime is the exact same as I remember him. Now, I do know these have differentiations in paint. And that's, I guess, what they have to do to alleviate with the fact that you're getting all 5 in one pack and keep the price the way that it is. I don't think it's much of a problem. The biggest issue for me is Optimus Prime's legs. I mean, that's really completely unpainted. But the top half of him is perfectly fine for me. And the legs are fine, because the legs are exactly how I remember him. They're like the top of his legs. But the bottom of his legs, the and the feet, that's Woo! That's a little bit too bland, but I can fix that. I can fix that. You still got the pinstripes, flames, looks great. You've got the blackened out, the windshields on the chest, looks good. You've got the head sculpt looks pretty solid, looks just about the same as I remember it. And then you have the legs down here, you've got the unpainted sections there, but still got the nice detailing that you would get normally. And then Bumblebee, let's get B out, let's show him off. Definitely a lot of unpainted sections in the ab area and the leg area, but he looks pretty solid. Lots of the detailing are still there. The feet is actually like unpainted, like gray, instead of being like a black, you know, like the last ones were. But once again, these are figures that I'm actually considering doing a customization segment for, maybe like a Wheeljack's custom shop return. Ratchet is probably just, he's actually not too bad. Like the painting on Ratchet is not too horrible. I he needs a little spice. He needs a little TLC, but Ratchet is looking pretty cool. Got the same detail, looks just about like the same figure as I've seen with a lot of the studio series. But you know, you have a lot of the, you know, the detailings are still there, and you've got the head sculpt looks good. And he's got details in the arms, details in the legs, details in the ab section. And I'm very picky. Like, I'm a premium guy, so you know that I'm gonna be like, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? But they're deluxes, and that's what they're gonna be. So, and well, with the exception of Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is a Voyager, and Ironhide's a Voyager. And here's Studio Series Jazz. Let's freaking go, man. Jazz deserves some love. He deserves some love. And Jazz is looking pretty solid here. I'm loving the way that he feels. Also, his joints are tighter than I anticipated them to be. He has a pretty solid head sculpt. He doesn't need a lot of paint applications because he was mostly silver and gray. So that is accurate, but I am digging his little Studio Series vibe. He looks pretty solid. Jazz is looking off. Okay. Jazz just keeps getting knocked out. Oh, poor Jazz. We still love you, man. We still love you, man. And this is the man of the hour. I mean, for me, this is like, a lot of people are getting this entire set just for this guy. Guys, I am not gonna lie. If you're actually like dying for Ironhide and you're debating paying that absolutely insane price for him now, which is way more than the price for this entire pack, just get the whole pack. Because yeah, at least you get an Ironhide with it. And he's awesome. He feels really solid in hand. The plastic doesn't feel cheap. It feels nice and durable. He has a nice solid feel to him. He doesn't feel hollow. He feels, you know, like his joints are nice and tight, so he's not like loose and like wiggling around. He feels like a solid weapon specialist. And this is a really awesome Studio Series figure, and one of the best ones they put out in retail. Now I see it. See, I didn't have him before, so I didn't really know. But man, pretty solid Ironhide figure. I really like him. He's one of the best like mainline retail figures, man. Like, this is so freaking cool. Let's just go over the background before I go for the accessories. It's pretty quick. The background, you got Sam's house, which I love, but my favorite background is gonna have to be the arrival to Earth location, that alleyway that they arrived and met with Sam. This was the pinnacle of Transformers. And the background is reversible, so you can display it out of the way. I'm gonna see if this fits on my shelf. I don't know if it's long enough. Well, it's probably too long. I think it's too long for the shelf. But if it does fit, it's going on the shelf, ladies and gents. It's going on the shelf. Y'all, this is iconic. The articulation for all of them is the same as every other Studio Series. They're not any like different modes. They're just re-releases, reissues, so I don't really need to go through articulation. And everybody knows their scale because they're deluxe. Most of you probably already have these characters already here. So in replacement of the articulation segment and the comparison segment, I'm gonna do a little bit of a different thing here for this little action pack. I'll do some action stills. This is gonna be a little action still posing segment to show you guys different poses that you can pull off with these guys and the other Studio Series figures that are available. So enjoy that. Oh man, guys, here we go. Here we are, the 5 Autobots to commemorate the 15th anniversary of the 07 Transformers film, the most iconic film in Transformers history. I'm sorry, my favorite is Dark of the Moon, but I will not ignore the fact that this is the single most iconic film of all Transformers history. These are literally a perfect way to represent this movie, to celebrate this movie, to embody this movie. Now, a couple of things. I know a lot of you guys probably already have this and you're wondering if these are worth it. I'm honestly just gonna say this. If you want the background, because this is really nice, it's a perfect way to complete your collection, it's pretty good. Now, is it worth spending $140 for? Probably not. But if you want a background and you want some of the characters that you don't have, like especially Ironhide, one of the most rarest ones, or if you want an Optimus Prime, or if you're missing some characters from this set and you want the background, I think it's fair to say you should get this and sell off the ones that you already have that are going to be duplicates. But quite honestly, if you don't have any of these, or if you just want like if you're a completionist and you want a complete team as fast as possible, this set is literally perfect. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna say it, and I don't really care what anybody thinks. I genuinely think, and this is my genuine thoughts, I genuinely think this entire set is completely worth the money. There's absolutely, yes, they have their problems. You know, yes, they're not like as sturdy, they don't have all the paint, you know, they don't have all the accessories, they don't have all of the hoopla, but they have the essentials. And that's what I think is necessary for a nice, solid, completed display. So I think they are completely worth the money, and given the rarity of some of these figures, and the price for just one of these figures in their own respective packaging, this is completely worth the money, and I am actually completely satisfied with this. This is a great way to kind of ease my way back into mainline to get the 07 cast. I do plan to get some of the Decepticons to go with these guys and complete the Decepticons team, and I think it's going to be perfect. These guys are the most iconic characters. I swear, I can't stress how iconic this is and how nostalgic this is. We owe it to Michael Bay and to Hasbro and to Paramount and all of the people and the team, the Steve Jablonski, I mean everybody, for making this era possible, because we wouldn't be here without it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rate each one of them and on a scale from 1 to 10 from my overall experience, and this is coming from somebody who likes premium but is willing to, you know, like judge things fairly based on their retail value, their price, and their scale and all of that. And so here we go. For Jazz, Studio Series Jazz, in this pack, I'm going to give him a solid 9 out of 10. I think for the price, for the value, for the scale, he's solid, the joints are tight, he looks great with the blaster, and he has a nice articulation, he transforms. I'm not seeing any major defects on mine. 9 out of 10 for him. Studio Series Ironhide gets a 10 out of 10. You guys saw that coming. Perfect score. I mean, he's the most impressive figure in this entire lineup. The joints are nice and solid. His plastic doesn't feel too hollow and too cheap. He has both of his blasters. It really completes him. He's got some nice details, some nice paint, and I don't see any defects on mine, thankfully. For Optimus Prime, he gets a solid, I'll give him an 8.5 out of 10 for Optimus Prime. I think he's perfect. He's literally the exact same as the others. He looks fantastic, but I would have preferred him have a blaster, and I also would have preferred some paint apps on his legs at the very bottom. That's a little bit problematic for me, and on the feet, but everything else from the top, I do like the darker windshields on his chest. He looks good, and he has double energon blades, which I do love. And I think he has a great detail and paint, just like the rest of the Studio Series Primes. For Studio Series Bumblebee in this pack, I'm going to have to give him the lowest score of the entire crew. I'm going to have to give him maybe about a 5 out of 10. I'm really not feeling the figure too much. I don't really like the joints. He's very loose. Some of the, like his butterfly doors are really like fragile. He's not really very sturdy. I mean, he's a deluxe, yes, but Jazz is more sturdy than he is, and Jazz is smaller, so I can't really give him like, you know, I can't really like loosen up on that. I think his joints need to be tighter, his plastic needs to be a little more stronger, and his blaster needs to be black. If they were gonna do the unpainted, white-looking gray feet, then I think that they should have at least given the blaster a black color, but they didn't, and I don't like it. But I do like his head sculpt, and he does look great with the team, but I'm not feeling the figure too much. But I'm glad that he's there, because we need him to be there to complete the team, and he looks great with the rest of the team. For Ratchet, I'm gonna have to give Ratchet a solid 7 out of 10. He's not my favorite. He's got the details are there, but he has some loose joints, you know, like his legs are loose, and that's how he is in other Studio Series figures as well. So it's not really like something specific with this set model, but I think I still don't like it. And I also would prefer some more paint apps on his body, like his forearms, his legs, things like that. But I do like his buzzsaw, and I like the fact that the buzzsaw is painted silver chrome, so Ratchet looks good. So as a whole, as a general whole, if I had to give the entire set a rating on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this set an 8 out of 10. I think that's a really good, fair rating for the set. Considering the nostalgia, considering that it completes the team, considering the price, considering that every character has accessories, but also deducting a couple of points because of some of the imperfections, the changes in paint, and also the reduced quality of the figures because they are deluxes, some of them. I plan on keeping it, that's why I got it. For my personal collection, for long term, I do think that this is a great way to celebrate the 15th anniversary of Transformers. Man, I missed that movie. I might go watch the movie now because I freaking love it. So anyways, guys, that's all for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. I'm probably going to do a photo dump on my Instagram, so follow me on my socials. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Give me a follow on the mobiles. If you follow me here, you need to be following me there. If you guys have any questions about this set, or about any of these characters, any particular thing about the set that you want to know, if you're considering this, drop it in the comments below. If you have this set and you like it, drop your feedback in the comment below. And if you're still debating this set, drop it in the comments below. Fill up these comments. The comments help with the algorithm, it helps support my channel. It's a free way to do it. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to roll out. The only thing that I think this should have had was a little Sam Witwicky, a little Michaela, and an Allspark, like a little tiny little Allspark or something. Because, you know, it's a set, because it's a pack, it's a little molded plastic. You could throw that in with these accessories, but that's it. I'm happy, I'm satisfied. This is going on the shelf, and I hope you guys have a great one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Till all are one, and roll out.